Cooper is not going to budge.
High drive to right. Gonna be back at the wall. Off the wall. Coghlan on his way to third. He's got 2 triples today. Well, I thought Bogusevic was going to catch it. I think Brian thought he was going to catch it. And then I noticed the flags again and realized the wind is going to make that an extra base hit.
And this is where it's really going to help today, that ball to right field. So Coghlan about 2 feet short of 2 home runs here in this game. So he has to settle for 2 triples. Oh, wait a minute. Fan got a hand on that one.
Okay, here's the thing. Pete Buchanan coming out to ask Eric Cooper. Why would he ask? Because this could turn into a home run.
Yeah, Pete must feel very confident that the fan leaned over and that it would be 2 bases.
I think this is a very risky thing for Pete Buchanan to do.
Yeah.
That's a 2-out extra base hit. And if they go to New York, this could turn into a home run. And yeah, they're going to look at it. It's also not just 2 bases for fan interference. It could be 3.
They could place him at third anyway, right? Yeah.
I don't see the upside.
There doesn't seem like there's a whole lot of upside here for Buchanan.
I don't see any for the Phillies. Is there enough here to say that's a home run?
I don't think there's enough there to say it's a home run, but they might get a better look at it than I'm getting right now. And
oh man,
I mean,
that looks like a home run.
My best guess is home run, but I don't know if there's enough there for them to make that determination. And I'm with you. I think this is a mistake by Pete to challenge this one. I was surprised. I'm looking at the replay initially, seeing the fan make contact, and I expect to see Joe coming out. And I look down and see Buchanan on the field.
They're looking at the board, even though Eric Cooper's just simply listening. They're making the call in New York, but there is a side view they just put on the board in left. Looks like the camera is right in the right field corner, looking along the wall, and I couldn't really tell if it was more definitive than the look we had.
So now they're saying it's a crew chief review for potential home run.
Right.
They're instigated by the fact that Buchanan went out and was trying to argue that it should be a 2-base hit. How about the swings Coghlan's had the last 5 or 6 plate appearances here last night and tonight, or this afternoon? Appears to be locked in. Yep.
We had another one this year, didn't we? Where similar, the manager came out on a boundary call, ended up being worse than what he originally wanted, and then he argued. Oh, it was Brian Price.
Yeah.
He was arguing for a double and ended up being a home run, and I think he was saying, no, you can't make it worse than what I asked for, but they actually can.
Sure.
Am I right that it was Brian Price?
That sounds right.
Well, last night on the play at the plate, Joe was specific in asking about the collision rule, because that allowed them to look at that and the out safe part of the play.
Yeah, Chris Bryant was thrown out at home on a ground ball to the infield, and you saw the replay. He was tagged. The out call was correct. He was tagged before he got to home plate. Then the question was, did the catcher block the plate illegally or not? And it was ruled that he did not. This one's taking a long time. A lot of different looks.
I don't see any scenario under which Coghlan would go back to second. Right? I think it's either 3 or a home run.
Well, unless the scenario is they blow the call.
But did the fan touching it really affect where the runner was?
Right, I agree, but I'm saying I guess the umpires could judge that, you know, interference 2 bases, but I would not agree with that call. And maybe McCannon, his initial thinking might have been if the fan doesn't interfere with that ball, Bogusevic catches it. I don't see that. That would be the justification for Pete going out there and saying, if that fan doesn't touch that ball, my guy's going to make the play.
We'll try to make it more challenging for him to catch the next one.
And, you know, this would justify, I guess, the challenge from McCannon's point of view, but there's no way Bogey's going to make a play on that ball. And when you're down there in the dugout looking at it, you may see things a little bit differently. He's already had his quota anyway. He's already made one spectacular play in the inning. That's enough.
So, status quo. It's a triple.